Top Cop gets down to business and orders probe. TTPS issues graduation and summer vacation warning. MP David Thomas makes some serious criticisms. Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs gives advisory, and textbooks changes on hold. Good evening, I am Bianna Brebner. Welcome to the Tobago Updates Television News for Tuesday, 24th June 2025. Now to our top story. An internal investigation has been launched into Deputy Commissioner of Police Suzette Martin following serious allegations made by a local firearms dealer just days after Commissioner of Police Alistair Govero officially assumed office. Commissioner Govero confirmed on Monday that he received a formal report from the businessman on June 18th outlining what he described as troubling, claiming that the broader on criminal conduct by DCP Martin. While the specific details have not been disclosed publicly, the police commissioner has acted swiftly, assembling a special unit to handle the matter internally.
As you all know, on Wednesday, the 18th of June 2025, I was formally given my letter to be promoted to the rank of Commissioner of Police. On that said day of assuming the office of Commissioner of Police, I would have received a report from a firearms dealer against a Deputy Commissioner of Police, Ms. Suzette Martin.
Commissioner Govero stated that the matter is already public and he acted to ensure accountability and transparency.
That matter is well voiced in the public domain, and as a result of that, I would have decided to take some decisive action in terms of bringing to the fore accountability and transparency in dealing with the matter.
A special unit led by ACP Kurt Simon has been assigned to handle the probe. DCP Martin remains in office as the investigations unfold, with any disciplinary action to be guided by the Police Service Commission and the DPP. As graduation seasons hit full swing across the nation, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service is issuing an urgent warning for parents and teens. Police are cautioning against a backdrop of surging youth crime and the troubling rise of edible drugs making their way to school children. More in this report from Joel Green-George.
It's a season of celebration, gowns, parties, and a well-deserved break after years of hard work. But as thousands of young people celebrate their academic milestones, police are warning that danger often lurks behind the festivities. Tobago Division's Inspector Dexter Miller says teens are prime targets.
We are seeing where young persons are not being educated or mindful of the dangers, some of the dangers out there.
His advice is pointed and direct, urging graduates to be responsible for their own safety.
Give them tips that will keep them safe. Don't take a drink from somebody you don't know. Don't take something that is open.
This warning comes as new data reveals a crisis in our nation's schools. Minister of Education Dr. Michael Dowlath said between 2022 and 2025, secondary school suspensions rose by nearly 87%, with over 21,000 suspensions over the last 3 years for serious offences, including drug use. Inspector Miller confirms the police are tackling the alarming trend of synthetic drugs head-on.
The cookies and the edibles and the gummies and stuff that are popping up within the school environment.
With summer vacation upcoming, authorities are urging parents to increase supervision and maintain open communication. As thousands of students celebrate, the message from law enforcement is clear. Vigilance is the best defense against turning a milestone into a tragedy. The TTPS say it is committed to a visible presence throughout the summer, but insists that safety begins at home. Joel Green-George for Tobago Updates Television News.
Tobago East MP, the Honorable David Thomas, contributed to the national discussions during the fourth sitting of the House of Representatives held on Monday, 23rd June 2025. The sitting saw key matters being debated, with MP Thomas weighing in on issues of national interest and those affecting his constituents in Tobago East. Reporter Kimberly Mitchell tells us more.
Tobago East MP David Thomas began his maiden address during the fourth sitting of the House of Representatives by congratulating the newly appointed Speaker of the House on assuming his role. He also extended commendations to Prime Minister the Honorable Kamala Persad-Bissessar on her return to office, marking her second term as leader of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
And may I take this opportunity to congratulate you on your appointment as the presiding officer of this House. I also wish to congratulate the Honorable Prime Minister for once again returning to this House and to Trinidad and Tobago as Prime Minister for a second time.
He took aim at the opposition during his contribution to Monday's parliamentary sitting, accusing them of hypocrisy. He pointed out that while they questioned the source of government funding, it was under their watch that the country was burdened with the responsibility of paying 3 prime ministerial salaries, a cost forced upon taxpayers.
But they are the ones who sat and presided over the PM salaries, and the taxpayers in this country every month has an obligation that was forced upon them to be paying 3 prime minister salaries every month. And they are asking where the money coming from.
Thomas said, quote, "They often portray themselves as God's gift to financial brightness," end quote. He assured the nation that the current government will use its expertise to manage the financial burdens left behind and remain committed to ensuring the people of Trinidad and Tobago receive what is rightfully theirs.
You are not God's gift to financial brightness. And I know that the people on this side will exercise their expertise and ensure that the commitments that you made and you left, we will govern and ensure that the people of Trinidad and Tobago receive their just due.
He also criticized the opposition for accepting salary hikes recommended by the Salaries Review Commission, saying their decision created a financial burden the current government is now forced to manage. He called their actions a travesty to the nation.
And Mr. Speaker, they were in a perfect position to decide that they would not take it. They were in that perfect position, but they decided that they will take it. It has caused additional burden that this government has to respond to. And you are here today appearing to be angels when you are the ones that created the catastrophe, and you are the ones that brought this travesty to Trinidad and Tobago.
As debates continue in the Parliament, the MP maintains he is committed to managing the resources provided responsibly and assisting to deliver on promises to the people of Tobago. I'm Kimberly Mitchell, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Switching gears a bit, in light of recent developments and escalating tensions in the Middle East, specifically between the State of Israel and the Islamic Republic of Iran, the Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs is advising all Trinidad and Tobago nationals currently residing in or intending to travel through the affected region to exercise the highest degree of vigilance. Nationals are strongly encouraged to undertake the following precautionary measures: consistently monitor monitor credible news sources and official advisories. Register with the Ministry's registration system for nationals abroad accessible via register.foreign.gov.tt. Ensure all travel documents remain valid and current. Comply with all safety and security directives issued by local authorities. Ascertain that the local location of the nearest emergency shelter in the event of any intensification of hostilities. Furthermore, nationals are reminded that Trinidad and Tobago passport holders are required to obtain a visa for transit through or entry into the United Kingdom. For additional information or consular assistance, nationals are advised to contact the Ministry directly at consular@foreign.gov.tt. We'll take a break and come back with more. Stay tuned.
Dance Ensemble Tobago presents our signature event, Tobago Dance Sport Championship and Dancing with the Caribbean Stars. Lights, cameras, dance on 12th edition on Saturday the 12th of July, 5 p.m. The Shore Park Cultural Complex Auditorium. See our dancers, all ages, compete in waltz, jive, rumba, salsa, mambo, and much more. Our Dancing with the Caribbean Stars. Who will take home the Mirror Ball Trophy? Mrs. Takiana Ned Augustine, the wife of the Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly. Miss Lynette Louis, vocalist entertainer. Mrs. Cassandra Thompson Forbes, journalist and Tobago correspondent. Mr. Javon Carrington, founder and head trainer of Dosfit Studios. And Mr. Julian Skeet, administrator and former TV host. After show, dance party with DJ Santa out of Trinidad. Early bird tickets, adults $200, children $75, and general tickets, adults $250 and children $100. Get your early bird tickets now from Dance Ensemble members, D&D Jewelers at Tobago United Cooperative, Milford the 24 gas station in Canaan, and the Shore Park Cultural Complex box office. For more information, you call 772-9049 and 340-5758. You can't miss this one.
Are you ready to celebrate the essence of Crusoe land and the culture of Tobago? Well, get ready for Tobago Day in New York City, hosted by the Tobago Empowerment and Alliance Mission, Sunday, August 17, 2025, Nazareth High School Courtyard, 475 East 57th Street, Brooklyn, New York, 12 noon to 8 p.m. We bring the Tobago vibes to the Big Apple. Live music, Tobago food, cultural performances, and family fun. So bring Tanty, Granny, the uncle, invite the whole neighborhood. Just bring everybody and bring your significant other too. Come celebrate Tobago Day in New York City, Sunday, August 17th, Nazareth High School Courtyard. But hey, I forget to tell all you, it's we 10th anniversary celebration. For more information, call 929-327-7857 or check Team's Facebook and Instagram pages, Team Tobago Day.
Welcome back. The Tobago House of Assembly is claiming a significant fiscal turnaround, announcing it has cleared a 6-year backlog of overdue financial statements in a move it hails as a major milestone in restoring trust. Reporter Joel Green-George has the details.
2026 budget presentation, the Finance Secretary, Patalan Roberts, revealed that the THA has now completed and submitted all outstanding financial statements from fiscal 2018 to 2023. This addresses a major gap in public accountability that has persisted for years. It has also hindered timely audits and transparent governance.
Madam Presiding Officer, it is worth highlighting here that among the documents tabled today are the Tobago House of Assembly's financial statements for the financial years 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023. Additionally, it is important for me to note that the financial statements for 2024 are currently being finalized and is expected to be tabled before the end of fiscal 2025.
The administration, which took office in December 2021, has repeatedly stated it inherited fiscal and financial instability, including an alleged liability of approximately $1 billion TT dollars.
Madam Presiding Officer, when this administration took control of the Assembly in December 2021, we inherited liabilities of approximately $1 billion, fiscal and financial instability occasioned by the monthly releases to the THA in open violation of the law.
As evidence of a new era of fiscal discipline, officials highlighted a 75% reduction in overdraft interest payments. This substantial cost-saving measure is being credited to the operationalization of a new Treasury Management Unit designed to enhance the monitoring and management of the Assembly's financial resources.
We operationalized the Treasury Management Unit under the Office of the Director of Finance. The Treasury Management Unit enhances the monitoring and management of the Assembly's financial resources, reinforcing the principles of accountability, transparency, and fiscal discipline. And with the operationalization of the Treasury Management Unit, we were able to complete and table 6 financial statements today.
Clearing the backlog of financial statements is a critical first step towards improving the island's creditworthiness and its ability to assess international funding. This move is said to demonstrate a commitment to accountability for its requested $3.71 billion allocation for the upcoming fiscal year, a request Councillor Roberts labelled as fair and reasonable.
In dollars and cents, this is calculated as $5.90 out of every $100 in proposed national expenditure in fiscal 2026. Madam Presiding Officer, this is a fair, just, and reasonable request.
Jewel Green George for Tobago Updates Television News.
As the 2025-2026 academic year approaches, the Ministry of Education has issued a clear directive to all school principals across Trinidad and Tobago: do not alter the current textbook list. In a memo sent out to primary and secondary school heads, the ministry emphasized that no textbooks are to be added, removed, or substituted unless officially written approval is granted. This move is intended to maintain consistency in classroom instructions while the ministry undertakes a comprehensive review of the national textbook system. Here's more.
The ministry says the review is focused on ensuring that all educational materials align with the national curriculum, meet high standards of quality, and promote inclusive learning environments. Educators are being asked to adhere strictly to the existing list as the ministry works to modernize and strengthen how textbooks are evaluated and approved for schools across the country. No further details have been released on the timeline or scope of the review. However, the ministry has expressed its appreciation to principals and school administrators for their cooperation during the transition. The decision comes amid ongoing efforts to improve education delivery and reduce disparities in student learning across the country. In speaking to Tutors Tobago officer Braden Roberts, he is questioning the Education Ministry's decision to keep the current textbook list, warning it could hinder schools from updating ineffective programs. While the move may ease parents' financial burden, the officer says a one-size-fits approach doesn't reflect individual school needs. For now, both teachers and parents can expect continuity in learning materials being used, providing some level of stability as the wider reforms unfold. I'm Kimberly Mitchell, reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Amid the excitement of Public Service Week, the Department of Land Management under the Office of the Chief Secretary hosted a special draw for the PUSH program. This initiative is designed to assist individuals within a specific salary bracket to access affordable land ownership opportunities. The program aims to ensure that even those with moderate incomes can achieve the dream of owning a piece of land. AMPLIA has the details.
Chief Secretary Farley Augustine is expressing sympathy for Tobagonians facing challenges in home ownership, acknowledging the financial realities of the current economy. He noted that based on recent analysis, it would take a monthly salary of $20,000 to $25,000 to comfortably finance a home in today's market. Augustine emphasized the importance of government-backed initiatives aimed at making land more accessible. He stated that the recently launched program is specifically designed to assist individuals who do not fall within the income bracket but still aspire to own land.
It's important that we find solutions to Tobago's housing crisis. Not so long ago, I did some analysis on what it requires to own a home in Tobago. On average, the average home price is around $1.5 million. To qualify for a mortgage of $1.5 million, one must have a salary, either by oneself or combined with a partner, of approximately $20,000 to $25,000.
He acknowledged that the majority of Tobagonians may never be able to qualify for a mortgage at current market price. In light of this, a random draw was conducted, selecting 90 out of 662 public officers to receive access to lands at Core Land as part of efforts to improve land ownership opportunities on the island.
So we have divided the applications into four, because you have applied. In fact, 662 public officers applied, and the four categories are: we are going to do 35 lots for persons employed within the public service for 16 plus years. We are going to do 25 lots for persons employed 11 to 15 years. We are going to do 20 lots for persons employed 6 to 10 years. And we are going to do 10 lots for persons employed 0 to 5 years. So everyone will get a chance.
There are still several names that were not selected this round, but this marks the first of many random draws to come. Officials have reassured that the future draws will continue to offer opportunities for those who were not chosen this time, as the program aims to be inclusive and fair as possible. Alia Balgobin, Tobago Updates, Television News.
Early Childhood Center hosted its 2025 graduation ceremony. The event, held under the inspiring theme Going for Gold, marked a significant milestone for its young graduates. Our team was there to cover the proceedings.
The graduating class of Little Jewels ECC celebrated their accomplishments in a remarkable positive atmosphere. Families, teachers, and specially invited guests, including Assemblyman Ian Pollard and Chief Administrator Mr. Carl Murray, gathered to honor the students poised to embark on their primary school journey. The ceremony commenced with opening remarks from young speakers, Guyana Gift and Abiola Francis, who formally announced the start of the graduation ceremony. This was followed by the processional of the graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to commence our graduation ceremony. Please remain seated for the processional. And remember, stay clear of the aisle. Thank you.
Mrs. Avian Sandy Robinson, serving as both a parent and teacher, delivered greetings emphasizing the developmental strides made by the students. She highlighted their transformation during their time at Little Jewels ECC.
We are grateful for the laughter, for the fun days, and for your patient correction of our children when it became necessary. These past years have shown us how capable, how inquisitive, and how expressive our children really are. Your love and encouragement has shaped their young hearts. Today, they are our children, but tomorrow, they will be the leaders of our communities, of our societies, and of our nation.
The program included various performances by the graduates, such as their school song and a prayer dance. These segments demonstrated the students' engagement and the skills acquired. MC Nicole Williams Wilson reinforced the overall positive message of the event.
All our life, God has been faithful, and He will definitely keep His promises over their lives. He's going to guide them as they go forth.
Remarks were also delivered by Assemblyman Ian Pollard. He commended the institution and stressed the fundamental importance of early childhood education.
I've been visiting Little Jewels for the last 2 or 3 years, and there's no doubt in anyone's mind that this is the penultimate school to send your children.
Assemblyman Pollard also emphasized the collective responsibility of the parents and the community in shaping these young lives. The ceremony concluded with expressions of gratitude from parents to the dedicated, highlighting the collaborative effort central to the children's development. The Little Jewels ECC class of 2025 moves forward, prepared for their next academic phase, embodying the spirit of going for gold. Congratulations to the Little Jewels ECC class of 2025.
You're watching the Tobago Updates Television News. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. More news after this.
Are you in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam? You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies, where innovation meets excellence and service reigns supreme.
Well, I want a proper window for me house, yeah? I want no shake thing in my place.
Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces.
We get one wall on the side and we get one hole. You can put a window there, invent something, a window for put there.
At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style.
Well, me meet ya. Me don't know who I'm talking to, but I be cousin Tofina tell me for call all you go get proper thing for put there. Me don't know.
Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business.
Driven? No, I ain't driving. I get a bus ticket. One of me picnic them go drop me down there. Must bring me down there. Russo Trade Springer down by the page down there.
Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products, it's about relationships. It's about you.
It's all about me? Who's your family? You know Edna and Dorka and them, you know them, but you resemble them Edward boy and them Edward people them you.
Tobago Glass Supplies, Russo Trade Spring Garden, telephone number 639-6266. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Thanks for staying with us. The Chief Secretary, Farley Augustine, has provided an update on the progress of several key projects aimed at enhancing Tobago's appeal as a premier tourist destination. He gleaned that Tobago's tourism sector is poised for growth with major hospitality developments on the horizon. Here is the latest news on Tobago's drive from tourism growth.
Farley Augustine addressed the current status of these projects, providing an update on their progression. He stated efforts to enhance Tobago's tourism infrastructure through hospitality developments remain a key focus for the Tobago House of Assembly. Regarding the Sandals Resort project, the chief indicated that the initiative for its re-engagement now rests within the Sandals Group.
Well, the ball is now in Sandals' court, in that we have indicated, and I have indicated even post that meeting and post the election, that we are still open for business and we await their proposal.
Augustine further indicated that should Sandals pursue a return to Tobago, their proposal would be subject to a comprehensive vetting process. He reiterated the Tobago House of Assembly continues to support the proposed Marriott Resort project slated for Back Bay area. Discussions regarding the project are actively moving forward, as confirmed by the Chief Secretary.
The Marriott, which is to be at Back Bay, that's something that we are looking at the moment, and that will continue to get our support so we get that development going as soon as possible.
In addition to these discussions, he stated that Tobago is also preparing for the introduction of the Hilton Tapestry brand, and this development is particularly notable as it will represent the first branded hotel in Tobago East and signify the re-entry of the Hilton brand into Tobago's market.
So it's Hilton Tapestry. It will be the very first branded hotel on island in Tobago East. It also signals the return of Hilton brand to Tobago, which is a good sign for the economy. Shows that there is still confidence in the Tobago space.
Augustine disclosed that the Hilton Tapestry project, situated in Roxborough, Argyll, holds a protracted history, with initial approvals dating back to 2008 and 2010. He confirmed that the THA is currently facilitating the acquisition of additional lands to support this mixed-use development, which will incorporate both traditional hotel accommodations and self-contained units.
And this hotel development is actually out front, in front of Marriott, Sandals, any of the others, because they already have construction happening on the ground as we speak. I visited the construction site there earlier this year. That might have been about February or so this year. I visited the construction sites there at Roxborough, Argyll.
The Chief Secretary underscored the imperative of improving the ease of doing business in Tobago to accommodate such investments, noting that the timeline for project initiation should be considerably reduced. He also stated that the Tobago House of Assembly is steadfastly committed to bolstering Tobago's tourism sector, and this will be achieved through ongoing initiatives, strategic collaborations, and hospitality investments. The aim is to foster sustainable economic growth and development.
On to some technology news. Let's dive deeper into a serious matter, giving you the full picture of our global digital threat that directly impacts us right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Your online safety, your personal data, and even our nation's digital security are all in the spotlight. Here's more.
Cybersecurity experts worldwide are sounding a loud alarm over a truly staggering discovery: an estimated 16 billion login credentials, that's usernames and passwords, have been found circulating online. This isn't the result of a single new hack. Instead, it's a colossal, gigantic complication of data stolen over the course of many years. This happens often through sophisticated malicious software that quietly scrapes your information, or from countless previous large-scale company breaches. This immense pool of data becomes a readily available resource for criminals. The main concern, a tactic called credential stuffing. Think of this: these criminals use automated programs to take these 16 billion stolen pairs and relentlessly try them on your online accounts across various websites, apps, and services. This includes major platforms like those from Google, Apple, popular social media sites, and even your online banking portals. Why does this work? Because many of us tend to reuse the same password for different online accounts. If one service you use gets breached, that single password could then unlock your email, your banking, your social media, putting you at severe risk of identity theft and financial fraud. This is currently a global issue, and as such, Trinidad and Tobago is directly affected. The Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, TTCSIRT, reported a worrying 52 successful cyber incidents in 2023. The most stark example is the major cyber attack of Telecommunications Services of Trinidad and Tobago, TSTT, in October 2023. It was a sophisticated breach reportedly carried out by a serious criminal group known as Ransom X. They allegedly managed to exfiltrate a significant amount of highly sensitive customer data. Crucial personal details such as identification scans, full names, addresses, and phone numbers. Reports indicated that some internal system passwords and even customer passwords were found unencrypted in plain text within the stolen data. Given that your information might already be circulating, immediate action is not just recommended, it's essential. Here's what you need to do. Change your passwords immediately and make them unique. For every important online account, your email, banking, social media, create a new, strong, and different password. Consider using a reputable password manager to help you manage these complex, unique passwords. Enable two-factor authentication everywhere. This is your strongest defense. Even if someone gets your password, they'll still need a second code, usually sent to your phone or generated by an app, to get into your account. Keep your devices and the software updated. Those notifications for software updates on your phone and computer aren't just for new features. They often contain vital security fixes that close loopholes criminals try to exploit. Stay informed. Take these crucial steps as the best defense against these evolving digital threats.
Canoe turned into a battleground of grit, sweat, and unity on Sunday as Those Fit Studios hosted its Team Fitness Challenge, another activity in the club's 11th anniversary celebrations. With a mission to bring people together through fitness, the event delivered on every rep, sprint, and shout of encouragement. Two teams from Those Fit Studio faced off against Invited Fitness Club Combined, A+ Fitness Studio, and Mellow Hit Fitness, who dominated the morning showdown. Here's more. 3 teams, 8 stations, and of course, team spirit. There was one goal at Those Fit Studios Fitness Challenge: to conquer the challenge trophy and claim bragging rights in a showdown of strength, speed, and stamina. As part of its 11th anniversary celebrations, Those Fit Studios brought the heat to Canoe for a sunrise battle that united fitness lovers from all corners of Tobago. With a focus on camaraderie and collaboration, the challenge pitted 2 Those Fit teams against a fierce Invited Squad, Fitness Club Combined, and Alliance of Elite Athletes from A+ Fitness Studio and Mellow Hit Fitness. The course featured 8 grueling stations designed to test endurance, power, coordination, and team spirit, from tire flips, weighted sit-ups, horseball, push-ups, broad jump burpees, resistance sprints under the morning sun. Each team pushed the limit of performance, cheered on by energetic supporters. But it was Fitness Club Combined who stormed ahead, showing laser focus, relentless energy, and flawless team synergy. From the very first station, they set the pace and never looked back. Though the home teams gave it their all, it was clear the challengers came to dominate. Fitness Club Combined, A+ Fitness Studio, and Mellow Hit Fitness crushed the challenge to claim the coveted Dose Fitness Challenge trophy. Just when you thought the action was over, Dose Fit Studio is gearing up for more. Next month, fitness fans and fun seekers will converge for the epic Dose Fit Sports and Family Day, where the thrill hits its peak at the fierce battleground known as the Gallant. So I'm here with the A+ Fitness Club and Mellow Fitness Fit team. They have combined this morning and they are the winners of the Dose Fit Wars Challenge. I must say a hearty congratulations to them. Biana Brebner, Tobago Updates, Television News. In a nation where chronic diseases are responsible for more than 6 out of every 10 deaths, a new community-led initiative in Tobago is offering a path to wellness one breath at a time. Local yoga instructor hosted a free public session last Saturday to combat stress and promote holistic health. Reporter Joel Green-George has more.
This is the reality for many in Trinidad and Tobago: high stress and a high prevalence of chronic and mental health disorders. But last weekend, there was an opportunity to unplug and recharge. Yoga instructor Hannah Rose Alfred, one of the organizers of the free public session for International Day of Yoga, says the practice goes far beyond simply stretching.
And it's a holistic practice that is beyond just the physical postures that we've come to know yoga now. There's a lot of breath work, there's a lot of concentration, and ultimately the ultimate purpose of it is to give you a deeper relationship with yourself and with God.
Based on scientific studies, she is correct. Studies confirm that yoga can significantly lower the body's primary stress hormone cortisol. For Ms. Alfred, the results are tangible and life-changing.
So self-awareness, as well as just physically releasing a lot of stagnant energy, so I feel more comfortable in my body. I feel more relaxed, like there's less tension.
Ms. Alfred said that the Tobago community of all ages can experience the benefits of yoga for themselves.
I would say the child has to be old enough to be able to focus for 2 hours.
2 hours.
So maybe from like 12, 13 up. Anything younger than that, I think they might struggle to focus.
This is a clear invitation for anyone looking to de-stress. Yoga is a small step for self-care in the face of a major national health challenge. Jewel Green-George for Tobago Updates Television News.
The weather report is up next.
Dance Ensemble Tobago presents our signature event, Tobago Dance Sport Championship and Dancing with the Caribbean Stars. Lights, cameras, dance, our 12th edition on Saturday the 12th of July, 5 p.m. The Chopin Cultural Complex Auditorium. See our dancers, all ages, compete in waltz, jive, rumba, salsa, mambo, and much more. Our Dancing with the Caribbean Stars. Who will take home the Mirror Ball Trophy? Mrs. Takiana Ned Augustine, the wife of the Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly. Miss Lynette Louis, vocalist entertainer. Mrs. Cassandra Thompson Forbes, journalist and Tobago correspondent. Mr. Javon Carrington, founder and head trainer of Dose Fit Studios. And Mr. Julian Skeet, administrator and former TV host. After show, dance party with DJ Santa out of Trinidad. Early bird tickets, adults $200, children $75, and general tickets, adults $250 and children $100. Get your early bird tickets now from Dance Ensemble members, D&D Jewelers at Tobago United Cooperative, Milford the 24 gas station in Canaan, and the Chopin Cultural Complex box office. For more information, you call 772-9049 and 340-5758. You can't miss this one.
Courts is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Courts Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Courts Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met office. For tonight, expect mostly fair, hazy, and at times breezy conditions across Tobago. Despite this, we could see a few isolated showers mainly after midnight. Tonight's forecast low temperature is at 26 degrees Celsius. A significant concentrate of Sahara dust is present in the atmosphere, so sensitive persons should continue to take their necessary precautions. As we head into Wednesday, expect mainly dull, hazy, and at times breezy conditions. We might experience a few passing showers favoring the morning to afternoon period. The forecast lows for Wednesday is 26 degrees Celsius with a high reaching 31 degrees Celsius. Winds will be from the northeast to east-southeast at 5 to 40 kilometers per hour, and winds may gust at times, especially in the vicinity of showers. Seas tomorrow will be moderate. Waves are expected to be near 2.5 meter in open waters and 1 meter to 1.5 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise at 5:42 and sunset at 6:29. Before we go, here's a recap of the headlines. Top Cop gets down to business and orders probe. TTPS issues graduation and summer vacation warning. MP David Thomas makes some serious criticisms. Ministry of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs give advisory, and textbooks changes on hold. I am Vianna Brebner. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night.